If you're watching this video, you're probably wondering if ROMWOD or GOWOD is better than one another, and if you have no idea what I'm talking about, these are two apps to help with flexibility and mobility when it comes to your fitness routine or your CrossFit routine. And you see a lot of top CrossFit Games athletes that are sponsored by either app. You have Tia Claire Toomey, who's sponsored by ROMWOD, or Matt Fraser, who's sponsored by GOWOD, and you're probably wondering, are these apps the same? Are they different? Is there one more superior than the other? Well, I wanted to find that out, so let's discuss it. So if you have been watching me for a while now, you know that I did try GOWOD back in April. I tried like their 40-day free trial back when this whole pandemic thing started, and I wanted to see if it would help with my flexibility. I'll have the video link down below if you guys want to check it out. But I have been using the app ever since then, and then about 2 months ago, David came home and he's like, look what I signed up for. I'm like, what'd you sign up for? And he's like, I signed up for ROMWOD. I was like, that's very interesting, because I've always heard discussion between the two. I've always heard debate if one was better than the other. People always want to know. So I wanted to test them out and see what they're all about. So that is what we're doing in today's video. So let's get started with GOWOD. GOWOD is an app that you can download on your phone. And when you first download the app, you are prompted to do a flexibility test. This will kind of see the range of flexibility that your body is at and show your weaknesses and your strengths. So when you first do it, it will give you a series of stretches to do, and then you kind of choose which range you're in. So like, let's say you're going to do a forward fold. Are you at your knees, your ankles, or are you at the floor? And then you kind of choose the range you're in. And like I said, it will give you a overall body percentage of what your flexibility is at. And then it will show which area you are strong in and which area you are weak in. So for example, when I first did this, I was like at 46%, which is like not good, a little embarrassing, but your girl is not flexible, but this is what the app is for. And then it showed that my ankles were actually really good. I had really good flexibility in there, but my shoulders, no, there was not much flexibility in there. So it really does show overall where your strengths and where your weaknesses are and what you need to work on. So in the app, they have 3 different areas. They have the daily stretch, the pre-WOD, and the post-WOD. And this is something that you actually do have to pay a monthly fee for. The flexibility test is actually free for everyone. If you download the app, you can do the flexibility test, but you do have to pay for their daily stretch, the pre-WOD and post-WOD, like I said. So they have a 1-month fee, a 6-month, or an annual fee. So the 1-month fee is $9.99. The half year is $8.33, and the full year is $7.49. This is obviously all in US dollars. So this is something that you do pay monthly. Obviously, the longer that you sign up for, the monthly fee does go down. And like I said, it gives you access to those 3 things. So when you do the flexibility test, it will help generate a specific protocol to you and your weaknesses and help you with your daily stretching. So first, obviously, we will talk about the daily stretching. So this is something that you can choose. You obviously want to do it daily. You can do it whenever you want. There's no specific time that you have to do it. You choose the daily stretching, and they have a customized protocol for you, or you can choose a specific area that you want to work on. So like, let's say your legs are really stiff, you can choose legs, you can choose your thoracic area. It really just depends on what you want, or you can do the customized protocol for you. So when you click on that, it tells you what your weakness is, and then you can choose the time that you want to do. They have 8 minutes, 15 minutes, and 22 minutes. It's up to you, the time that you want to do. It generates a protocol for you and the time that you have available. And then they also have something that you can click on if you want to kind of do more of a flow through, that you can just do a stretch and then it will give you 5 seconds in between each side or 10 seconds in between each stretch. So it's a very similar kind of video format to the test that you did at the beginning. You will be shown a video on how to do the stretch. It will give you instructions. So you have that available. The stretches usually last between 1, 2, or even 3 minutes. It all just depends on the generated protocol. It's different every single time. And then they have the pre-WOD and the post-WOD. These are 2 very similar things. Obviously, the warm-up and the cool-down for your workout. And so when you click on this, you get to write in the exercises that you will be doing in your workout, or the exercises that you did. So like, let's say you did cleans, burpees, and pull-ups. So this will generate a protocol to help warm up or cool down your body for that workout. So this is very similar to the daily stretching. It will show you the warm up or the cool down on how to do it, the video format, and the instructions on how to do it. However, for this, you do need equipment. At the beginning, it will tell you what equipment you will need for either the warm up or the cool down. They usually have either round elastic bands, like the big ones, or you will need a foam roller or a ball. It will tell you at the beginning what you will need, but most of the times those are the 3 basic things that you kind of do need to just kind of help warm up your body or cool down your body, and it will show you the exercises on how to use them and what you need to do. And the same thing, you can choose a time. I believe the times are 8 minutes or 15 minutes, and the stretches last like 1 to 2 minutes. It's very similar to the daily stretching as well. And they also have in the settings that you can choose a Theragun. So if you have a Theragun at home or like one of those massaging tools, you can choose that option to have it included in your warm up and cool downs. Editing me, just jumping on here real quick. They just added in a library so you can search up the stretch that you want to do. So like, let's say you want to do hamstrings, you just type it in and I'll give you some warm up, some cool down, some stretches just to do if you want to target a specific area. So that is just something, a little bonus that they have added to the app. Also, according to the website, they do have a section for affiliates, and it is actually free. So if you are an affiliate, you can sign up for free. What I've read on the website, that is what you do. You sign up through your affiliate and you have access to the app for free. Okay, hopefully the quality of this video isn't going down too much because the sun is going down, so we're hoping that it's kind of staying okay. Anyways, we are moving on to ROMWOD. ROMWOD is an app that you have access to on your phone or on your computer, and when you sign up you do have to pay a monthly fee, and it is $13.05 US, of course. And so when you sign up you have access to all of their videos. Pretty much what the basis is that you have a new video each and every day of a yoga flow that you can do. So you can go back and look at the previous ones that you want to do, but there's a new one every single day that you can follow. So it's kind of the same concept as following a class. They have someone talking you through the yoga flow. It is continuous. It's like, it varies for time, really. It can be 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Sometimes they have a short version, sometimes they have a long version. Really just depends what you want to do, how long you want to do it for. And like I said, they have someone talking you through it, and then they also have 2 people doing the stretches. So a lot of times they will also have someone doing the stretch, like how you do it normally, and then they'll have someone doing it scaled, which is good for your girl because sometimes those stretches I cannot do. And it's really based on this yoga flow and working on your breathing. So a lot of times when you first start the video, you will be prompted to do a 5-second inhale, a 5-second hold, a 5-second exhale, and then a 5-second hold. You'll do that a couple times, you'll be talked through it. Some of the stretches you don't have to work on your breathing. Some of the stretches they want you to work on your breathing. It'll be 8 seconds. It really does vary, but it does depends on the stretch that you're doing, and also depends on the video. It really does vary each day. Romwon also has a search engine that you can type in a specific area that you want to work on, and it will give you a list of videos that you can follow, whatever one you want to do. They have that available as well. They also have something available called Wheel ROM, which I think is really great. It's for disabled athletes. It's very similar to the daily one that they post. It's for disabled athletes. They have disabled athletes on the screen. They're helping you through the stretches. I think that is something that's great because a lot of apps and other fitness things just in general overlook disabled athletes, and I think this gives disabled athletes access to a stretching routine. And then they also do have a section called Pathways, and this is a series of routines that you can do to get better at a specific area in your fitness routine. So like, let's say you want to work on running, or you want to work on explosiveness, even if you want to work on getting better sleep, they have different videos that you can follow. There's like 10 videos that you can follow. You don't have to do them all at once. It's all about working on them. They have a bunch of them that you can do, that you can work on if you want to work on specific areas, things like that. It's just like a little generated thing that you can work on. And in that area, they also have a welcome series. So if you're kind of new to ROMWOD and you want to get introduced to it, they have the welcome series that you can do to kind of get into things, get used to ROMWOD, see what it's all about. I also tried to see if they had an affiliate pricing. I could not find anything about affiliates. I know they do have something for affiliates. I don't know if it's the same price as the athlete thing. There wasn't really much available information on their website, but they do have something for affiliates, but it wasn't really much of information on their website about it. So in the end, after testing both of these apps, I found them completely different. ROMWOD is really based on yoga flow, on your breathing, working on your breathing. It's not really specific to you, but it's something that you can work on. If you start at the beginning of the month and you keep going, you will get flexible over time. Same with GOWOD, it's gonna help with your flexibility as well. That's the two similarities about this, is that it's gonna help you with your flexibility. But I find they're more static stretches. It's not really based on yoga flow, it's really just based on your flexibility, getting your flexibility in. They also have the section to warm up and cool down for your pre-WOD and post-WOD, which ROMWOD doesn't have, but ROMWOD has their pathways, which you can work on specific areas. Like I said, you're running, whatever, you have that section as well. They also have the section for disabled athletes. It's really what you prefer. If you prefer more of a yoga flow, if you want to be talked through breathing, if you want to be talked through the workout, that's what ROMWOD's about. If you just want to get your stretches done, if you want to just warm up and cool down, if you need help with that, that's what GOWOD is really good for. Something that is also similar is for the daily stretching for GOWOD and the stretching for ROMWOD. You don't really need equipment. All you need is a mat and a space to do the stretches. That's really the basic thing and kind of the similarity thing between the two. And they both will help you with your athletic recovery, and if you need to work on range of motion in something like an overhead squat, they both will help you with that by doing daily stretching. Also, a difference between the two kind of apps is that GOWOD has the monthly testing to kind of see where your weaknesses are and your strengths are, whereas ROMWOD is really just based on your own kind of thing. You kind of do your own flow. If you can go further down into a stretch, then you go further down into a stretch. There's not really like a specific monthly thing that you should do to kind of keep track of it. That's really another difference between the two. But in the end, like I said, they're two completely different apps. It really just depends on the feel of what you prefer. I hope this helped. I hope this kind of gave you an insight of the two apps. Like I said, they're both kind of different. They have their similarities, but they're pretty different in the end. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. It really helps the channel. If you have any questions, please let me know down below. I will be happy to answer them. And if you're not already subscribed, hit the subscribe button down below. You guys know where it is. And don't forget to be unstoppable, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Summer days burn me out, love just brings me down. Go inside like winter leaves that slowly leave the ground. Hey, you come back, I wanna give you a chance. Love me like you used to, so we can learn again. The skin is getting brown, baby, drink your night.